Hello, hello. And we are live with some more Nitrome games. This time we're going on with Sandman. We've stepped away from Hot Air because that game is fresh hell, and I may return to it in the future if there's enough demand for it, but that will be down the road. Sandman is a Nitrome game that I do not remember playing at all. And actually, hang on, let me try and do something. Sorry, I'm just adjusting a thing. Alright, yeah, I did not remember Sandman at all. Oh yeah, Hot Air was awful. I think I got 5 levels in before I gave up. How am I playing? There's a Nitrome official Discord, and I asked them about how I could get them running. I'm using a browser called Pale Moon that still allows Flash games to be played. So if you want to play Flash games again, you can look into this and you might be able to. I haven't tested it on any sites other than Nitrome, so there's no guarantee. Also again, I'm currently missing my pop filter, so if there's any significant change in audio from old videos, let me know. My pop filter broke. I'm gonna try and get a new one, probably. But let's start this. I don't remember ever playing this one. Oh my god, wait, I do remember playing this one. It's like a Lemmings type game. But instead of, like, placing blocks or commands, you're just piling sand up. I don't have any stockings, sadly, to put on it. I tried it with a sock, and, my girlfriend told me it just made it sound super fucking muffled. What's in this direction? Okay. This is a simple enough game. My mom doesn't wear stockings. At least as far as I know, she doesn't. Alright, now we just need to wait for them to make their way over. Alright, this first level's simple enough. I feel like this game's gonna be a lot more chill than Hot Air. We might actually beat this one. Steal from Walmart. I would never encourage people to steal from multi-billion-dollar companies that don't care about your average consumer. You should never ever rob from companies like Walmart or pirate from companies like Disney. That's a bad thing to do. Meanwhile, it is pure fucking evil to steal from mom and pop businesses. Do not ever, ever, ever steal from a small business. Like, it's not right. But meanwhile, companies like Walmart, you definitely should not rob from Walmart. Yeah, I saw the suggestions you made, Tyrant King. Yeah, I figured, for those who don't know, on the Discord server that I have, which should be linked down below when this is on YouTube, I have, uh-oh, they've separated really far. Hang on. If I make this tall enough, I should be able to bury them. No, no, don't. Ooh, there it is. Sand on their forehead makes them turn around. Okay. So now they should all be staying over there. Discord is not linked. It's not linked on the Twitch, but I'm saying when this is added to YouTube, there'll be links to it on the various YouTube videos. I actually might post... Right now, there's no one in chat that's not already in the Discord server. So I'm not going to post a link in the Twitch chat right now, but if we get some people interested, I might throw a link up during, like, pause... Oh, excuse me. During, like, the pauses in between segments. Alright, now we just wait for them to all make it to the end. But, this one is much easier to talk to chat during. Yeah, the, add it to the about... That's a good point. I'll have to add it to my Twitch's about section. That makes a lot of sense to do. But yeah, I have a section there now where people can suggest sub-mods for Old World Blues and such. Alright. Yay. Let's go to the next mission. The game is listed as Nitro Must Die because it's the only Nitro game that has any kind of listing on, How am I gonna do this? Because, yeah, you can't put behind the glass. There isn't any Nitrome games on Twitch aside from Nitro Must Die, so, like, I feel like this is the closest category to what we're doing. Okay, I know what I'm gonna do. This game is a lot of just me piling up sand. Do I like the ideas? Yeah, they look good. Like, any suggestions thrown in there, are, as well as in YouTube chats, and, like, suggestions in Twitch, I try and remember them, but I'm a big dummy, so I forget often. But, like, anything mentioned in the Discord will be taken into consideration, messages on my Tumblr, messages in YouTube comments, for ideas of future playthroughs, and, like, mods to download. I like being able to, like, have open communication with all y'all. Oh, wait. Oh, they already fall down holes. I made more ramps than I needed. Oh, well. I thought they wouldn't fall down a hole, like, if they thought it was risky. But they really are just fucking lemmings, essentially. I like this game. It's my immediate thoughts are, like, it's a nice twist on the Lemmings formula. Comparing it to Hot Air, it's a lot easier, but so far less engaging. So it's hard to say which of the two games is better because of that. Because immediately, I'm not nearly as stressed out playing this game compared to Hot Air. But Hot Air also had, like, more going on than this does. But I'm only on, like, second or third level of this, so... Yeah, exactly. Hot Air, it was a lot to it, but was so hard. I may do a sort of raid or rerun with that faction. I wouldn't mind doing the, Oh, look! The hot air balloon! Yeah! The start of their long tradition. Oh, no! Oh, no! Oh! Well, let's try that again. Here's what we gotta do. Do this. Guys, turn around, turn around, turn around. Don't come here. Okay. Is that the only... Okay, yeah. That's the only... Okay, put sand here again to make them turn around. Don't kill the little Sandman. I'm gonna be trying to, like, compare the different... I like how the sand is a different color every time you click, by the way. It's a nice detail. As I go, I'm gonna sort of try and compare the different Nitrome games and how they feel. I really like the sand being different colors every time you play some. Stop. Don't die here. I got a little bit of mocha on the side to sip from. Alright, that should probably be enough on that end. Let's just put a little bit more up here. No, stop. I like the music. It loops a lot, but... Yeah, there we go. Okay, now they're gonna make it fine. Also, the nation you suggested... one of the two nations in Overboost that have a Psyker troop. Ooh! Yeah. I like Psykers in Fallout and how sparingly used they are, and how there's sort of the possibility to infer that more characters may be Psykers than we're led to believe. I actually have a little pet theory that every protagonist in Fallout is a Psyker, who specifically has the ability... Ooh. Okay, I'm guessing these are things they follow through, but Sand does not, which is neat. But every single Fallout protagonist is a Psyker, whose ability is that they basically can't die. In that, like, when you die and you go back to a save, that is a canonical interpretation of your character that to them is more like an instinct. They don't realize that they're literally seeing the future. Okay, I'm like trying to think about... Okay, I think I see a good way to go about this. Yeah, okay, my theory on this was right. Let's pile up some sand there. Pile a little bit along here. Yeah, that's... I was reviewed the perks has FEV sinking into the player character over time. Wait, the dollar store you were at earlier sold canned chocolate milk? Huh. That's weird. Canned chocolate milk. Let's put a little bit of sand here as a cushion for them. I feel like canned chocolate milk wouldn't be that bad. Okay. I remember at some point in my Discord, I think I linked it on my Discord server, my personal selection of Fallout 4 mods that I use. I think I linked it. If not, I will. I actually just took a gun off of it because, the gun was a little bit too broken for my liking. But I have my own little list of Fallout 4 mods that I use in my playthrough. This game's a much more pleasant experience. I said this last time, but I would love it if they released a Nitrome collection on Steam, a port of all of their games they've ever made. Oh god, hang on. I'm definitely gonna lose some here. Are they gonna be... Okay, they're coming out both sides. So I'm gonna wanna cushion their fall there. Which will make them walk here, fall there, fall there. Okay. I know how I'm gonna do this. Come on. Okay, that should be enough for them. Then they'll walk, fall here, and then... Come on. I really like the music of this one. There we go. I would also love to one day see Nitrome try and take some of their concepts and convert them to a 3D format. Like a hot air 3D where you're, like, in VR. Hot air VR would be amazing. if you were in, like, the VR space and your hand was a propeller that you're blowing the hot air balloon with in a VR space. That would be really good. Cheese Dreams. I think I remember Cheese Dreams. Oh, okay, so now we've got evil ones. Quickly wall them off. Little nightmare men. I like their design. Oh, what did I think about the 5 Puppet Nation suggestions? I sort of skimmed through that part. I mean, it doesn't sound like... It seems like a fun idea. I don't want to, like, fully plan playthroughs out before I do them. I'd rather work out who I'm gonna puppet and who I'm gonna fight as I'm playing. You know, let it appear organically. With a little bit of planning. Actually, will he die when he falls down there? I'm guiding these guys so I can bury them in another section. No, he didn't die. Yeah, and you can't bury them. Oh, can I bury them? No, yeah, they'll always dig their way out. So I'm gonna guide them to the end, and I can see another little shimmer block in the bottom left there that I can knock them behind. God, I feel like this song is so chill. I love it. It's like a long enough loop to not be annoying. Like the hot air loop, I think the music loop of hot air was a little bit too short, and there was like for every single level to be using that same song. But this game, yeah, it's every level's using one song again, but like it's a nice sounding one. Yeah, that's a survivable distance, and so what we're gonna do is we're gonna lock them both over here. If I fill every possible space with sand, well, I imagine the level would be hard to beat then. But I think I get what you're going at, and I think I'm gonna try it in a second. Ooh, look! I trapped that one in a little space. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Let me fill this a little higher, so he doesn't get out. And let's try and, see if we can suffocate this nightmare. That's what I'm calling these. I assume they're nightmares. I will bury you. You can go over there? Okay. Stay over there. Oh, he keeps getting out. Ah, now he's stuck over here instead. Yakuza 80s, Cyclops, Pale Folk, and the Sky Rivers. Yeah, that makes sense. It looks like he just gets stuck. Well, we've trapped him in place at least. God, I like the gradients going on with the sand there. Oh. This is a very pleasant game. I love the visual design here, too. It feels a lot different than what I remember most Nitrome games being like. But in a good way. Honestly, this gives me, like, mobile phone aesthetic, but this was, like, way before mobile phone gaming had blown up. It feels like the art style of the new Lemmings game on mobile phone, you know, the one that fucking sucks. If nobody's ever played Lemmings, don't play the mobile phone one, because it's just hot garbage. I'm worried that they won't survive the fall, so I'm just gonna cushion it a little. But, like, it's awful, the like, Lemming on mobile phone. Look up, like, just, like, an old port of one of the classic ones, like an emulation or something. Yeah, they like hot air is closer to what their long-term established art style would be. Ooh, you know what? If they do make a Nitrome game collection, I can imagine the menu it including all of the official art they've ever made and stuff as well. Ooh, this is cool looking. Oh. Okay, that's cool. What happens if I put sand in here? So really, there's two solutions here. Put them in the thing and carry them across, or you could literally just fill in that whole area with sand. I like this. Like, the fail condition is such a hard to have occur fail condition that this really is a game that you can just dick around in. I would love to see Nitrome take a thwack at 3D Collectathon and like very classic games. Like, their aesthetics would make such a good series of Collectathon games and such. Like, imagine them making a big old 3D Collectathon where all the levels are based on various Nitrome games. So you have like an ice... You haven't seen those of you watching this who didn't play Nitrome back in the day, you haven't seen a lot of their worlds, but they've got tons of games with like unique aesthetics, and I would love to see just a big... them to make a big scale love letter game. Nitrome's a company that I adore. They make the kind of games that I endeavored to be able to make as a kid. They're like Nintendo without being a little bit shitty to their fans. Because Nintendo's a great company, but they're not really good to their fans. If I play the Psyker Nation, the main goal could be to save the other Psyker Nation. Ooh. That'd be a fun idea for them to add, to be able to have. I would love to see them add, like, a way for the Psyker Nations to unify. Oh god. Okay, now we're getting to... Okay, now this game's getting interesting. Okay, so if I want... there... I need to drop right here, right? Okay, this is fun. This is really fun. Dun, 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 dun. Alright, and then we'll put another thing here. Will this make it? I think this should just... No, it did not make the trip. Okay. So it has to go right here. I hope I didn't put that too high up. Uh-oh. I guess that we'll find out. Oh my god, how am I gonna fill in that spot there? I'm gonna have to do this. This one is one that feels much more like a puzzle. Man, I would actually love to see Nitrome make just a Nitrome VR collection. Like this one, you'd be a big man in the sky dropping sand down on like 3D levels. They could make a really cool series of VR games if they worked with, like, developers that could help them along and they knew what they were doing. The second nation is called the Chain Choir. I know about the Chain Choir. I really like their whole entire aesthetic of their faction. They're in Texas, or near Texas, right? I sometimes wonder whether or not we should see more of the Psykers in Fallout, because if they're overused, they run the risk of becoming kind of lame. But like, the sort of sparing use we get of them, I think, is very good. I've always believed that Mama Murphy is a Psyker in Fallout. Creeper? Aw, man. Yeah, north of Texas. That's why I thought they're one of the big little, like, the war that's going on to the northern end of Texas all the time. Wait, is this right? No, I'd want to do it here, I believe. Alright, let's hope I didn't fuck this up. Uh-oh, does that not make it? That doesn't make it, so I have to do it from this angle. I really like this song. This part of the song in particular is so nice. I'd love to hear an iteration of this done on, like, more traditional instruments rather than chiptune instruments. I feel like you'd get something really pretty sounding. Like a saxophone for that part, this being, like, sort of like a keyboard and, like, harp and stuff. I wonder if anybody's done Nitrome music remixes out there. I don't know if Nitrome was ever a big thing or not. I know they have 3 officially released games. Oh no! No! Well, we gotta restart. Ugh. Access denied, that's what this level is. Let's start from the far left this time since there's nowhere that they risk dying. Yeah. Like, I remember them being big Flash games, but, like, were they ever a successful brand? I imagine they have to have been, because, I mean, they've got mobile phone games and stuff now. Like... Alright, now we want to drop here. I always loved Nitrome. I would 100% buy Nitrome merch if I had it, like, if I knew where I could, or if there was a place they were selling it. I'd love to buy, like, keychains and man, actually, I've always thought about one day, if I can get the resources I need, I'd love to make, like, dioramas and stuff, and, like, upload videos of it. A series of Nitrome-themed dioramas could be a fun thing. Not too much sand, not too much sand? Okay. And then we wanted to draw here, I believe. Bum, 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 bum. The first Psyker nation is the nation that can form for. The first Psyker nation is a nation that can form from the Bone Dancers. Is called the Crimson Yeah, I know what the Crimson Acolytes. They're really cool. I see them in every single game, but I never like have played as them or anything. Alright, and then we wanted to drop right here. Wait, was that right? That's not right. We want to do this. Nitrome is a British company? That makes sense, weirdly enough. I don't know how to explain it, but here, like, I never thought, like, oh, Nitrome's so British, but hearing Nitrome's British, I'm just like, that makes sense. I know that there's, like, right over here, they have a thing like, our new website coming soon. But I haven't, like, I don't know if they actually have a new website. I tried looking into that, and I couldn't find a new Nitrome site. Or any mention of it on their Twitter. Granted, I didn't look extensively into it. Okay, there we go. And then we wanted to do this. This makes me think of that old series of Flash games, the Sugar games. Oh, don't go too high, don't go too high, Sand. Wait, was there only 3? Did I leave someone behind? No, there was only 3, okay. Nitrome is British. Boom, cancelled for doing a British accent. I'm pretty sure that God, hey, so saying the only people you're still allowed to make fun of and then making fun of people is never a good thing to do. But I think that no one's gonna get super angry if you make a few small British jokes, considering, you know, they conquered more than half the world at one point in time. And it's not like I'm saying kill the British, I'm just like, the British have funny accents. Oh! There were more than 3, they all just got clumped into each other. That's funny. Uh-oh. Okay, hang on. I'm definitely gonna have this be a mulligan. Okay. Okay. This is simple enough. Let's just let them die. Yeah, no, this one's actually really fucking easy. Try again. So what we gotta do now is make a rain of sand to turn them around. Turn this boy around. Turn all the rest of them around. Stop! Jesus, do it, boy. No! Restarting. No man left behind. I'll go, okay. This one requires a lot more attention than the previous levels. No. Oh, okay. That's it. Fuck. It's annoying that there's not just a reset button on the levels. I should turn them around way faster. That's what I gotta do. Meanwhile, I want to turn these guys around, these ones around as late as I can to give me time to react. And now, turn these guys around immediately. There we go. Did that one. You think... So what was the Tyrant King said? I think if you play as the Crimson Acolytes and if the Chained Choir is defeated in war, you get an event of them crying out in pain and begging for... Oh. A Crimson Acolyte playthrough could be a fun one in the future. Alright, so we got Nightmare coming out up there. Oh, we got a lot of nightmares coming out all over, okay. The portal we're guiding them to is not necessarily very far away. Alright, let's quit and restart it. Alright, immediately, get over here. Cover that up. Alright, and then... how do I want to keep them safe here? Now we'll just build up a big-ass fucking mountain here. I love all the lore that the, fucking Old World Blues team have made up. It all works very well. So I'm realizing it's not that every time I click the sand changes color, it's that it seems like the sand changes color on, like, a time scale, slipping between light and dark. So if you just hold down, you get a nice gradient, while if you click, then wait a moment, then click again, you get sudden color shifts. Go away. Alright, and then once we get this built up enough, let's go and check out what we can do with the other nightmares. That should be... Yeah, there's no way he's getting through that. Alright, we got a nightmare there. So is it just those two now? Okay. Let's send him back up. And then once he's up, we can just trap him back here. The other one we gotta trap way back over here, though. Yeah, alright. We got this. The Cheese Dreams demo has a leaderboard. That's funny. I barely remember Cheese Dreams beyond, like, the aesthetic of the character. A lot of these games I haven't touched since, like, middle school. Part of why I thought it would be fun to revisit them. And, like, you know, go through from their oldest game to their newest and talk, like, just give how I feel on them, how they make me feel like looking at them. This one I don't have a lot of nostalgia for, because I never really touched it a lot. But eventually we'll start getting to the ones where I'm just like, this one was my shit, and stuff like that. Oh Jesus, what's that? I would be playing Old World Blues yourself, except your video doesn't like playing most games. It's practically falling apart. That sucks. That your computer's like not running it good. Yeah. Like, eventually you'll hopefully be able to get yourself a new computer and run it. What's nice is the more time passes, the cheaper it will be to get a computer that can run a game like Hearts of Iron. That's what I always think whenever there's like a new game that my computer can't run. I'm like, oh, I'm not worried. My computer can't run it right now, but my next computer will almost definitely be able to. Eventually, my goal is to get a VR-ready computer. Yeah, but I mean, like, the reason it will get cheaper is that the price of new, good, like, the top shelf stuff are expensive. But more and more, the stuff that is needed to make Hearts of Iron run will stop being the top shelf product. Do you know what I mean? It'll be the thing less and less in demand the more time passes. Oh, what's that? Minji can do VR, but it's all... Oh, you mean yours. You're saying mine, but you misspelled, okay. I mean, I misspell shit constantly. You can run it. It's old enough that it struggles at oftentimes, yeah. I've never been made, ill from VR, despite my friend who had it in high school, like, frequently getting motion sickness from it. Ooh, 2010, 2013 old. I got mine was a pre-built, like not pre-built as in like store style, but like a guy who builds PCs built mine, and I got it around only a couple years ago, but it was his second-hand computer as he had upgraded at the time, so. Oh geez, we've been going for almost 40 minutes. We'll finish this level, and then take a short break to get something to drink. Oh, I gotta be careful not to block the path. Oh, I didn't. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, am I gonna fuck this up right now? Okay, we're good. Now they should all make their way to the portal. Yeah, my computer can run a lot of games fine. Some games that it runs fine, it would never be able to stream. Like, I don't think I'll ever be able to stream Fallout 4 on this PC. I'd probably struggle to stream Fallout 3 without lagging, because the little bit of extra processing needed to run the streams, so often the game will still be running, but the stream will just be hot garbage. Eventually I want to upgrade, like I said, get myself a VR-ready computer for personal use, which will mean I can stream other games really nicely. Alright, we're gonna take a short break before we go to the next mission. Let me just... Oops. So yeah, we're gonna take a short break. That short break will be, it's gonna be a cutting point for YouTube. If you've been enjoying this on the Twitch stream, stick around, because we'll be doing some more of it in a little bit. And if you're on YouTube and enjoying this, be sure to leave a like and a comment down below about what you've been enjoying and things you might be looking forward to me doing. YouTube analytics serves a big part in me deciding what kind of games I'm gonna play. And be sure to hit the subscribe, and again, down below there will be a link on YouTube to join the Gas Network Discord, the Discord server that's shared between me and my friends Hero Rareheart and Atomic Squid. And then if you're on Tumblr and enjoying this, give it a like, maybe even a reblog, and you can just go ahead and send me an ask saying what kind of things you enjoyed seeing, what you want to see more of, etc. We will be back shortly.